Hey guys, Bittersteel here, back with another video. And first off, I want to thank all of you for the well wishes I've received, and thank you all for your understanding that things have slowed down a little bit for now. The birth of my first child is a big moment for me, but HoI4 still want to keep you guys updated on what's out there. And today we start with the bag of tricks. Yes, Paradox have some smaller but nonetheless very interesting changes to tease here, so let's hop right in. Starting with the decommissioned templates. It will soon be possible to mark templates as old, like you can do with your equipment. It doesn't show up in the list anymore, and this is very handy if you like to clean up your templates list. We've all been there. You've annexed a couple of puppets, you've done some experimenting with your templates, and it's a ridiculously long list of templates, and when you start deleting them, you suddenly realize you deleted something you shouldn't have, or you deleted something but you could have used it as a base to build upon, and now you've wasted all of that army XP. This should alleviate those issues. You can now mark templates as decommissioned and they will disappear from the list, but you can always bring them back later on. I like that. It's a small change, but it's definitely quality of life here. Divisions that are still using one of those decommissioned templates will have a little warning on them, but like they show you here, and you cannot make new ones or switch divisions to that decommissioned template until you reactivate it. Kind of makes sense, otherwise why bother decommissioning it? But like I said, big quality of life change. I know it is for me. I'm eager to hear how you guys organize your templates. And speaking of organizing your templates, look at that. They will finally allow us to drag and drop templates in the list, so you can finally reorganize the giant mess that inevitably appears. Oh, thank you, Paradox. Only took you 5 years to implement. Thank you. I know there's a lot of you out there who are gonna love this change. And then some more small changes to the UI, but nonetheless, some of these actually do make a lot of sense. Again, quality of life seems to be what they're going for here. When selecting a general, you'll have a nice quick breakdown of just what troops he has under his command. I believe it's already sort of like this right now, but you can actually select the troops up there now, instead of having to manually select the divisions by holding shift or double clicking a certain template to select every one of that template. Now you can just go up there in that list and click whichever one you want to use. Very nice. Plus you can also sort lists by certain attributes like fuel use or entrenchment status or experience level. That's pretty good. I'm a little confused why it took them so long to implement something this small, but I'm not a programmer. It probably has its reasons. And while we are on the quality of life train here, they are updating the UI in terms of infrastructure, and they've decided to actually color code that on the map. As you can see here, the levels of infrastructure will go from reddish to green depending on how large the bonus to construction the current infrastructure level gives, which is very handy if you're trying to min-max your construction. It's a lot easier to spot on a map than trying to figure out which one of your provinces are 80% or 90% and which ones are 70 and 60, just to make things quicker. I like this. I really like this. Next up, Lend-Lease quality of life. Okay, this is a small step. I would like to see this changed a little more, but they will allow us to send everything in your stockpile of a certain type of equipment in case you just want to offload your garbage to your puppets. That is handy. Now you don't have to go into the selection window, remember the number you saw there, then go to the actual Lend-Lease menu and then type in that number. No, now you can just send everything in your stockpile, boom, and it's done, automated. It's all out the door. It's nice, very nice. And no longer will we have to suffer pop-up after pop-up after pop-up after pop-up if you join a, well, relatively large war. The window on the right is what you would see now. The window on the left is finally them consolidating all of those pop-ups into a single clean window. No longer are you going to be accidentally closing certain pop-ups just because you're trying to close a giant spam of war declarations and there's one important pop-up hiding in between them. That's over with this small change. Thank you. This is so much better. Anyway, this has been a small update, mostly quality of life changes to the UI, Nothing major, nothing impactful. We are still eagerly awaiting the USSR rework, at least I know I am. If you have an idea what they'll do with the Soviets, hit me up in the comments. I'm eager to discuss just what changes they would bring to the USSR. I know it's been a bit of a short one. Don't worry, I have another larger video in the works, but I just need a little bit more time. It's really busy on my end right now. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bitter Steel, out.